Oh my god!
Susan and Paul. Hey, did you book the room for this weekend? The kids are so excited to be finally visiting the beach this weekend. Oh, it's been months since we went anywhere. This will be such a fun little getaway for us. I can't wait. Oh, about that. What? I don't think I'll be able to make it this weekend, darling. I'm really sorry. You can take the kids and go, though. Don't let them miss out on this. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, I can't go, sweetie. I'm sorry. Paul, we've been planning this for a month now. The kids are so excited to finally spend some time with their dad. Do you seriously expect me to take them alone? They're gonna be heartbroken. It's not my fault. I really wanted to go to, but an important meeting with one of our biggest potential clients has been finalized for this weekend, and if we get that deal, it'll be so good for our company. Come on, you have to understand. And what about us? What? What about us, Paul? What about your family? What do you want me to say, Susan? I told you, I have an important meeting that I just can't miss. I'm sure they'll be upset for a while, but they'll eventually get over it. It's fine, honey. No, Paul, it's not fine. It's been close to a year that we've gone out anywhere as a family. We've canceled 3 trips because you had important work to do. I mean, we barely even get to see you anymore. So no, it's not fine, Paul. It's far from fine, as a matter of fact. What do you want me to do? Quit my job and sit at home all day? That's not what I'm saying, Paul. Then what is it? I'm just saying you should at least try to strike a balance between your work and your family. Your work is just a part of your life, not your whole life itself. Look, I don't understand what you're talking about. The reason I work so hard is so that we can afford the life we have. I have no idea what you're complaining about, Susan. What's the point of working so hard and earning so much money if you don't even get to live the life that you're working for? Do you even remember the last time we had a meal as a family where you were really and truly present with us and not talking on the phone? You need to start prioritizing your family as well, Paul. I'm not going to pretend to be sorry for something that I don't even think is my fault, Susan. Yes, I have to work. This is what my life is, and I can't help it. I have a job too, Paul. Susan, with all due respect, you're a school teacher. I'm an investment banker. Yes, Paul, I understand that you think your job is 10 times more stressful than mine, but my point is, I have a job too, and I still take time out for my family. You need to learn to do that as well. I don't need to learn anything, Susan. I'm perfectly happy with the life I'm leading. Well, I'm not. I'd like to believe, just for one weekend, that I married a man and not a machine. I'm sick of this, Paul. I'm sick of never seeing you or only seeing you stuck to your laptop or phone. Do you even know how much the kids miss you? They keep asking me when Dad is going to play with them, and it hurts to never have an answer because you're always bloody working. Do you even realize what you're putting us through with this horrible habit of yours? Horrible habit? Since when is wanting to work hard a bad habit? This is my life, Susan. What the hell do you expect me to do? It is what it is, so just suck it up and stop complaining. This isn't your life. Your job is just a part of your life, Paul. Just like this family. Do we not matter to you at all? Oh, please. Don't give that sentimental crap. I'm not interested in having a melodramatic conversation right now. No, tell me, because the way you're acting, it's very difficult to tell if we matter to you or not. Or is it only your job that holds any importance in your life? Do your wife and kids need to take appointments to see you now as well? Because it feels like it's come to that point now. What the hell are you even talking about, Susan? You're acting crazy right now. No, Paul, you're the one who's being crazy right now. Do you seriously think that your entire life revolving around your job is something healthy? Do you think pushing your wife and kids aside is going to do you any good in the long run? Stop talking rubbish, Susan. You're overreacting right now. It's just a weekend trip. We can reschedule anytime we want to. It's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, that's what you said the last 3 times as well. So I really don't know if I can trust you or not this time around. What am I supposed to tell the kids now? This job is really important to me. Don't you get it? Look, if I can crack this deal, then we'll be so rich. The company needs me for this meeting, Susan. Come on, try to understand. The company doesn't really need you, Paul. You're replaceable to the company. But you know who can't replace you? Your family. So I think you should really take some time, introspect, and sort out your priorities. Bye. I'm gonna get back to work now. I have nothing more to say now. Susan and Rita. Hey, you seemed really off during lunch today. Is everything alright? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm exhausted. Paul? You guessed it. Don't tell me he canceled the weekend trip this time as well. Apparently, some really important meeting with a big client that could change our lives. He needs to be there. Same old. I snapped at him today. I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry, Susan. I really am. I mean, I've never been married, but I can imagine how awful it would feel if my husband spent more time at the office than with me. Gosh, I don't even know what to say to make you feel better right now. This has happened so many times that I've lost count. I know, which makes it even more sad. I take the kids everywhere by myself. The mall, the dinner. He doesn't even try anymore. Earlier, he would be the first to volunteer to take the kids to the park anytime they wanted to and play with them. But now it's like he's forgotten we even exist. It's always just work, work, and work. And I understand the banking is a tough space, but forget it. I'll just go on ranting about it forever if I start now. No, it's all right. I'm sorry about the whole thing, honestly. I know it can't be easy. I know it's not my place to say anything, but I still wanted to make a suggestion, if you're okay. Please, Rita. You're not just my coworker, but also one of my closest friends. Go ahead, say what you want to. Have you guys maybe considered marriage counseling? I heard that it helps. Maybe it would help you guys too. I don't know. I just think it would do you a world of good to talk to an expert about stuff like this. What do you think? It's not like I haven't considered it. I mean, given how bad things are, yes, I definitely think we should be speaking to a professional. But then again, when I even broached the topic with him a few weeks back, he shot it down immediately. He said that he wasn't wasting money on time on something so redundant when our marriage was completely okay. Right. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if there's much you can do by yourself if he doesn't even realize that he has a problem. He's not willing to admit that there even is a problem. How can we solve it if he doesn't even acknowledge its existence? He thinks it's perfectly fine the way he's... He needs a reality check, honestly. Susan, are you there? You haven't responded for 15 whole minutes. Is everything all right? Yeah, I'm here. I think I broke my ankle. I wasn't watching where I was walking and I slipped and fell. I hate this. It's so painful. Oh my God, Susan, are you all right? Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm being taken to the hospital right now and some bystanders called me. I'll know in a while. I'm pretty sure I broke it because it hurts so bad. Okay, gosh, that's awful. Please keep me updated, alright? And call me if you need anything. Do you want me to come check up on you? No, it's alright. I'll be fine. I'll tell Paul to pick the kids up from school today. Talk to you later. Bye, Rita. Susan and Paul. Hey, Paul. I need you to pick the kids up from school in an hour. Can't you go? I'm sort of busy. No, of course I can't go. Which is why I'm asking you. I'm in the hospital. I broke my ankle. What the hell? How? I slipped and fell while walking to my car. Speaking of which, it's still parked near my school. I'll give you the keys later. Please take it home. After you pick up the kids, you'll have to come down to the hospital and take me home. Okay, look. I wish I could do all that, but it's not possible for me right now. I'm really busy at work. Please try to understand. Why don't you ask any of your friends to do it? What? I'm busy, Susan. Please understand. I can't just get up and leave right now. I have a lot of work to do. Are you actually serious right now? Like, are you genuinely saying that you won't go pick your own kids up from school? I'm not saying I won't. I'm saying I can't. Of course, if I could, then I would have gone. Just get your mom or your friends to do it. It's not that big of a deal. Are you actually insane, Paul? What's your problem? My problem is that your wife broke her ankle, and that's why. She's requesting you to go pick up your own kids from school, and you refuse to do that? Are you bloody mental? Do you even realize how mind-numbingly selfish that is? What's so selfish about it? I'm just saying that I can't pick them up because I'm busy. I have work, Susan. Don't you get it? I can't just leave in the middle of the day. I don't care. This is an emergency. Don't you care about your family at all? Of course I do. Stop saying that. I will stop saying it when you start acting like you care. Because right now, you're being a total jerk. You're acting like work is the only thing that matters more than anything else. What do you want me to say? I'm cramped with work. You know what, Paul? You can make your choice right now. You can either step up as a husband and a father and go pick up your kids from school and bring your injured wife home, or you can continue being a corporate slave if you pick the second option. It'll be abundantly clear to us what you really value, and I'll leave with the kids so that we don't interrupt your affair with your job. That sounds fair enough, right? Wow, way to be mature, Susan. Are you serious right now? You're seriously giving me an ultimatum? Grow up, please. I don't care a damn about being mature right now. You have to make a choice, and you have to make a choice right this second. You've made enough of my life difficult with this stupid little obsession you have with your job and money. I'm not gonna let these things light anymore, Paul. I've had enough. Why can't you just ask your friends or someone else to pick them up? What's the big deal? I just don't get it. Why are you being so weird about it? I'm not being weird about anything. You're the one who's acting totally demented right now. Why should I get someone else to pick them up? Because their own father doesn't want to? You are being so awful right now, Paul. It's appalling that you don't even see how disgusting it is. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm sorry I work hard for this family. Is that what you want me to say? I can't pick them up. Don't you see that? I have work. It's not that you can't. It's just that you won't. Let's get real, Paul. Do you really think that if you take a half day for one single day, the company will cease working? They're not gonna care, you idiot. But it will affect us if you stop being a husband and a father and only chase after your deals and your money. Don't you see that? Are you really that blinded by your ambition, Paul? Can you stop being so dramatic? What has gotten into you all of a sudden? You were never like this. You always supported my ambition. Why are you being so melodramatic all of a sudden? I'm not being dramatic, Paul. I'm being honest with you because you really need a reality check. The world won't stop if you take a break for one bloody day. You need to stop being an employee and start being a husband and a father again. I was supportive of you when you were ambitious, but right now you're not being ambitious. You're being crazy and obsessive, and I can't let our kids constantly feel ignored and neglected by their own father. I refuse to put up with this behavior of yours anymore. Make a choice. Finally, I was so upset that I ended up crying in the hospital itself. Even though mine was a minor fracture, the pain was still unbearable, and to add to that, there was Paul's obsession with his job. I was at my wit's end at what to do, so I called up Rita and asked her to get the kids in tears. She was well versed with Paul's behavior and knew better than to ask any questions, so she agreed readily. I was tired from crying and eventually fell asleep within a few minutes until I was woken up later when it was time for me to go home. Paul had shown up looking shamefaced and upset. We didn't say a word to each other the entire ride home because there wasn't much to say. By the time we reached home, it was already quite late. Rita had put the kids to bed and was waiting for us at home. After she made sure that I was all right, she said goodbye and left. Honestly, I don't know what I would have done without her. I was tired, so I was about to go to bed, but Paul stopped me and asked if we could talk, and I agreed, even though I was quite exhausted. He sat me down and completely broke down, saying that he had totally lost sight of what was important. He apologized profusely to me and said that all the money had gotten to his head and he'd totally forgotten about the other aspects of his life. I couldn't help but feel awful for my husband because even though we hadn't been having the best time of late, I still loved him so much, and it was difficult for me to see him in this condition. After a lot of heart-to-heart conversation, apologizing and consoling, we came to the conclusion that he was going through something serious and needed help to get through this phase. We decided to go for marriage counseling and also that Paul would go for therapy by himself as well, since it was very clear that there were some deeper issues at work here that he needed to sort out. It's been a few weeks since we had that much needed talk, and things have improved a lot. Since I'm pretty much unable to walk or do anything by myself, Paul switched to working from home for a while, and even though he was visibly restless and uneasy during the first few days, he was eventually more at ease. He even attended his weekend meeting with the big client from home, and thanks to his proficiency, he was still able to crack the deal. He's also been spending a lot more time with the kids now, and I don't know who's happier about that, me, the kids, or him. I can see glimpses of the old Paul beginning to return now, and it makes me so happy, and I know things will only get better now.